It's time for baseball. On his way into the box, there's a look at Shin-Soo Choo. So that means we are ready to get this one underway. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
Andrews is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Popped him up. Bregman over to his right. One out. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. As a look, now the pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Astros.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Springer.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit back up the middle. There is Andrus. And that's the first out. Digging in, Alex Bregman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Up with it is Beltre. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. In his career against Mike Minor, he's 2 for 3. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And oh my goodness, it's off the light pole. Solo shot here to left, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead. Now at the plate, Carlos Correa looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
Carlos Correa
Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike one.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. He chases out of the zone for strike three, and that's the third out of the inning. Astros off and running on the solo homer. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Houston. Leading off the inning, Robinson Chirinos, and they'll need him to get something going here. In there for strike one, 0-1. And a hanger as he gives this one a pretty good ride out to deep center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Left fielder Joey Gallo.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Standing in, Ronald Guzman. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
Nope, that's a ball.
Ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Swing and a little blooper to center. DeShields coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. In his career against Mike Minor, he's 0 for 4. Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Gonzalez, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Gurriel gets his lead at first, nobody out. Rounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. High in the air into shallow left center. Gallo has it in his tracks. 1 down.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And patrolling the outfield today is Nomar Mazara, one of the young superstars in our game right now. But he doesn't take his defense for granted. He's the big chill out there, making the game look easy with a strong and accurate throwing arm.
0-1, here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that's a fair ball heading for the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes. And he is in there.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now to the plate, Martin Maldonado. In his career against Mike Minor, he's 1 for 5. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Now a ball lined towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Into the box, George Springer. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Minor sets. Here he comes 0-1. Next pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. 1-2. Two men are on with two men out. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the third inning in this one on MLB Network. Leading off the inning, Delino DeShields, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Struck him out. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. Here's Elvis Andrus now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself. Digging in now, Alex Bregman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Odor is there. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The second baseman, number 20.
1 out now in the Houston third. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliders in for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. The next 0-2. Slow roller back to the mound. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 1.
Now at the plate, Carlos Correa was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. Leading off the inning, Nomar Mazara, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down.
Here's a high pop-up. And there's your first out of the inning. 1 gone in the Texas fourth. And set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. Now the 0-1. Fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
The batter, second baseman,
A ball with no strikes.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a two-run game, a two-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
3-0 now.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 1-0 home ties him up inside with a good fastball. Odor at second with 2 down. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Here's Joey Gallo now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Breaking ball in for a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
Now batting, number 67.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Behind 0-2 now. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Rangers threaten but leave them loaded. They're down 2-0. Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Odor moving to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Ready now, Evan Gattis. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Got him to go down swinging there. Delino DeShields becomes the first out of the inning. Low for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. 3-0 pitch on its way. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. High and deep to center field. Back goes Springer at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in to try it again, Elvis Andrus. He was a ground out victim last time up. Good changeup there to start it out from Verlander. It's strike one. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find him.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Rangers set down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. For him here in this one.
Right fielder.
Here it comes.
Reddick.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Josh Reddick is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. The Shields is there, 2 gone.
Number 4.
Here's George Springer. He went down on strikes last time up. Minor has his target. First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now Springer belts one. Carrying well out to left. And that one is gone. On a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Solo home run here off the bat of George Springer, and the Astros have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Third baseman, number 2.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Liner in there for a base hit. So Jose Altuve will get a chance next to try to extend the inning.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Next up for the Stros, Jose Altuve. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Way in front of that fastball. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And Beltre wisely lays off that one. 1-2.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field. And that is going to clear the wall. A home run.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Ryan Presley, right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Ryan Presley.
Here's Rougned Odor now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Reddick is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Sliders in for a strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So a run in the inning, and it's delivered courtesy of... So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Correa. He'll be the one leading things off for Houston in the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Ready for another shot now, Yuli Gurriel. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Oh, look out, hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
How about fielder?
Coming to the plate now, Marwin Gonzalez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think he could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going.
Swing, high drive, left field, and deep. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Tyler White will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Tyler White.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Runners off for second. Pitch outside to throw. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And try it. First pitch on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Hit hard back up the middle, but that finds its way through for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Springer comes on now, and he has it 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. So next to the plate for Texas, Delino DeShields, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Freezes him, a strikeout looking. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Matt Moore gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Matt Moore.
Right through it here. He's behind 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Mano-a-mano matchup numbers against Matt Moore. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Popped high in the air. Beltre has a play. 2 gone.
Now batting.
At the plate, Martin Maldonado is working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way out in front. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Now a swing and a chance for the third baseman Beltre. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. We'll get a look at the speedy Elvis Andrus when we join you next. It's the Astros 3 and the Rangers 1. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings. But guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. A pause, and the 0-2. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple.
Every coach will tell you when you're down by 2, you don't want to take too many chances on the base pass. Regardless, he hustles into third for the triple, and the tying run is coming to the plate.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. And it's quickly 0-2. Mazara stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Rougned Odor comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Robinson Chirinos. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good... Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third.
George Springer. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. High and deep to right. Mazara going back on it. To the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game. And it's given the Astros a 4-2 lead. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. 0-1 the count. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, runner in scoring position with Sagan. First pitch on its way. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. To Shields will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. At the plate, Ronald Guzman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And now that third base dugout has really come to life. They are not happy about that last pitch. Hard to blame them. And I think it's going to lead to a warning as you see the home plate umpire come. And this one gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And that misses as well. 3-0.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here. And to score from third, the tying run. Up next for the Rangers, Nomar Mazara. He has the possible go-ahead run only 90 feet away at third base.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Hector Rondon will come into the game now and take over following the ejection. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. 0-1 delivery. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. First pitch on its way, and he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Springer there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But not before 5. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Guzman shading to his right. Makes the play, 1 away. Tyler White will bat next, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. High bouncer toward the hole, and he'll get in there safely. Digging in once again, Josh Reddick. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Martin Maldonado. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. White on second. Reddick at first. 1 gone. Throw down to third. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over and digging in, George Springer. He's gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4. But this is steered by the first baseman. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And that ball is gone! Santa Maria, game over! So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Man, I guess a regular walk-off wasn't enough for him, so he blasts a grand slam in the final at-bat to win this thing. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but that was something very special.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. he helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs, 10 hits.